and welcome back to Death Stranding 2. This is episode 7, where last time we arrived to Australia, and we've been taking a little bit of a walkthrough. We got an introduction to the Watchers, a new variant of BT that can see you and be seen, and it was so cool to have such a terrifying atmosphere return in regards to the BTs. We got to meet Old Oz with the government and the Lone Commander, and that's all for now. But we've been doing some cargo deliveries and we're heading over to the observatory. So that's our next destination for a main order. We'll check that one out now, pick up some cargo along the way, of course, and see how we go. But really looking forward to... Oh, that's unfortunate timing. Picked it up as I ran over it. But we're enjoying the landscape and the environment, but there's so much more of this place yet to be discovered, so we'll see how we go. Well, and just like I'm doing here at these structures, if you're enjoying the playthrough so far, having a good time coming along on this adventure with me, be like the man who delivers, the fellow porter, and please smash that like button and leave a little comment on our social strand service in the comments below, because I would really appreciate it. The connection is important between us fellow porters, and it does help my algorithm a lot, so I really appreciate it. Gotta help the Death Stranding 2 playthrough reach as many people as possible. Because we gotta find all the people that appreciate this game for what it truly is. And the first game. Late Gate observation record. So we're picking up some stuff for the observatory already. What is that over there? Old Oz's diary, eh? We got a request for the lost cargo recovery map. And if you're not giving Old Oz over 100 likes at least, you're not doing it right. So, lost cargo recovery request. So, considering we're about to go Metal Gear Solid and infiltrate a base, I can see the searchlight and everything. We're gonna have some amazing Ground Zeroes vibes. Let's do a bit of cargo management and we'll leave the bike behind. There you go, let's park it here. Park it under some cover. Hidden and out of the way. And let's drop the stuff that is not going to this place onto the tri-cruiser. Just to get some weight off. Alright, let's take a look. Tar guard.
Someone's out there.
The music's kicking in. We want to take out that searchlight, but as long as it seems to be pointing in that direction, so as long as we're over here, we're okay. I'm going to do one of my new favorite game mechanics in a second. I'm going to take out our little boy here. Dollman cam. It's reconnaissance time. Okay. That seems a bit too light.
Okay, Sam, heads up.
Return to me, Dollman. And throw again. Over here. Oh my god. The yell is so good. Alright, that grunt blended in the dark quite well. There's a couple more. There you go.
On my way back. Okay.
Looking at that one over there that's just watching our direction at the moment. So what we want to do is use this beautiful new weapon we've been given. The SL Trank handgun. We've got a silenced handgun, and this could potentially take out an entire enemy base. And our triple S over here, the Social Strand Service, the S3, the ultimate stealth weapon. And ropes are always handy in a pinch. I tried out that climbing anchor you put in place, Sam. I've always been a fan of them, especially since they work like a charm outside the chiral network. These latest models allow you to retract or extend the ropes too. Just the thing when you want to move up or down in the world. I need to see if I can get more than 22 likes. The ultimate stealth weapon. You're able to fabricate silent trank handguns now, but have you tried using one? They're perfect for covert operations as they barely make a noise, and you don't even need to be a good shot. A single hit is enough to put your target to sleep. You'd probably take down an entire enemy base with just this one weapon. Mind you, don't dilly-dally out there, though. Sleeping enemies will wake up eventually. That's why you gotta kick them while they're down. Alright, ready? Oh my god, I fucked up. No! I got 22 again. There was a gap there. I reckon I could have got more. Alright. Gone a bit too high up, so this was just a recon spot. Oh, I slipped.
Are you injured, Sam?
I slipped. I slipped. I have to soothe my fake baby. Soothing my fake baby. Why is he in this little pod? He doesn't look like Louise. Probably a bit late to address the fact that I am aware that Lou is a girl and addressed by Louise, but for some reason my brain kept just going he. And I think that's just ingrained from the majority of the Death Stranding 1 playthrough that you go, oh, Louise. So just acknowledging that I didn't forget, it was just misgendering, sadly. I think Lou's fine. I think my fake little Lou there is fine. Can't say the same for the containers that I slipped and fell on, but that's okay. Because nobody heard, so I'm going to go in with this. We'll probably craft that large ammo pouch as well, and take that advice of being able to use less weapons but with more ammo. Model of a mythical creature. Headache pills. We've got a bowler gun here, so I can go for a nice little strand of the targets. I might do that. And I'll pick up this to put on the trike after we've cleared out the base. We have a smoke grenade as well. There's a couple of guards over that side I haven't marked yet. Cool. Alright, there's our tranquilizer shot in the head. Not shooting them anywhere else in the body. Want to make sure it's immediate effect. You fall asleep. We'll grab that after we've cleared out the base too. Gotta remain a little bit more lightweight before we start chucking shit on our back. Which way is that guy facing? To the back. Now, silenced weapons can still be heard at close range, so I wonder what it would be like to shoot one of these. I suppose he'd go, huh? So, I'm going to opt for this instead. I mean, as if this is any quieter than a silenced bullet. You know, I'm like making noise, struggling with him, binding him and everything, but you know, what can you do? Go to sleep. I feel like for science, we'll need to test out the sound of the silenced pistol to see if it does attract the attention of another. Should I try it with these two? Bit of light Metal Gear Solid action today. Alright, I'm gonna try it. No reaction. Wow. Okay, so it will be like the stranding targets from close range won't, so someone won't go, huh? What's that sound? Same with the silenced gun. You can shoot them in close vicinity. We tested it. Oh! That is a bigger drop than I thought it would be. And Searchlight being the last guy to take out is funny. If the searchlight was pointed at the base, it would have to be the first guy we take out. Oh, what a fall. Oh, in the nuts. We didn't end up using the strand gun. I was like, I should have used that on a target as well. Enemy base neutralized. Alright. Time to loot the base. No more brigands. And we'll just deposit all of these materials to this base as well. Oh. Gotta watch out for those. Alright. We'll deposit that. Keen for us to get a more of an anti-grav backpack upgrade, even more. So I can carry my leaning tower. Alright, let's deliver and report the cargo.
You a porter? Those brigands, are they all gone? Wow, this is a relief. I was beginning to think I was done for. Give me a moment to confirm the order details.
Peter Gates.
That was incredible. Wouldn't want to get on your bad side.
I have Peter name trauma. Goddamn Peter Englert and that damn pizza delivery. Goddamn it, Higgs.
You seem like a porter we can rely on. Go on, use your Cupid to get us online. Quickly now. I'll feel a lot safer once we're all hooked up.
Yep, that is a Peter Gates, all right. Oh, nice, yes. I remember the skeletal legs. An active skeleton designed for combat. Battery to increase movement when boosting and to reduce damage from incoming projectiles by means of an electromagnetic shield fitted at the waist and increases cargo capacity. Let's go. Grenade pistol. A handgun that fires MP shell grenades effective against any target, and they explode on impact. MP grenades. Very good. Look at all that new technology. Harder for Sam to lose balance when a skeleton is equipped. These APAS upgrades are sick.
Online at long last. This ought to do wonders for our ability to monitor chiralium levels by the plate gate, as well as keep an eye on the tar currents. More accurate data will definitely make travel safer for you and your friends aboard the DHV Magellan too. Ever since the plate gate appeared, we've been seeing increasingly dramatic anomalies all throughout the Australian continent. Some theorize that the UCA's connection to the chiral network destabilized all areas without coverage. But what's done is done though. Our best bet is to follow suit and connect Australia too. It may also serve you to know that there are 4 environmental observatories, including this one. If you can bring them all onto the network, we're confident we'll be able to calculate where and when the next plate gate will appear. Anyway, you should already have access to the data we designated for you. Now, if we could only manage to get that old road patched up and usable.
God damn. So, when the UCA was connected across America, other environments were further destabilized as a result. Okay. It's almost road time as well. The concept of just a plate gate in general is just so wild, but everything is wild in the Death Stranding.
It once ran through this region. Saw quite a lot of traffic from what I hear. If you scrounged up enough materials to keep the autopaver fed, you could make it just like it was back in the old days. But it's not like we have everything you need just lying around. Restoring roads is a massive undertaking, to put it mildly. Having said all that, east of this facility, you'll find the smoke hill mine. Get them operational and processing ores again, and you should have no trouble securing the requisite materials. I've posted a sub-order for this task, so take it on if you're interested.
Time to go build some roads.
Well, there's our schematic for an MP shell variant grenade. MP shells explode on impact, and are non-lethal munitions that can not only incapacitate humans, but also deal corrosive damage to mechs. And while they're not as effective as blood grenades, they can definitely hurt BTs too. In any case, you might want to keep a few stashed in your grenade pouch at all times. We've also shared data for a grenade pistol. While it's only good for a few shots, this gun lets you fire MP shell grenades as projectiles. Its small profile means it packs easily as cargo and won't get in the way. Naturally, it'll fit snugly into any handgun holster as well. Our last contribution is the battle skeleton. Like other skeletons you may have used, it increases your maximum carrying capacity and movement speed. This particular model also provides additional protection. However, when you boost it to move faster, or whenever you benefit from its damage reduction capabilities, it'll consume battery power, so make sure you have enough to spare. If you find yourself running low while on the road, you'll need to use a generator or borrow a private room somewhere to recharge. You ought to take one out for a spin. We can't thank you enough, Sam. Before you go, you've been getting a lot of praise for all your hard work. And in recognition of this, it seems you've been officially cleared to take on standard orders. Between the harsh conditions and the violent outlaws, there are fewer and fewer folks willing to serve as porters these days. But there's no shortage of people who need help. So I encourage you to take a look if you're interested. You can review the available requests by bringing up the list via your ring terminal. You'll find a new sub-order too. We need someone to restore the mine. Bet you could benefit from having it operational as well. Anyway, thanks again for going above and beyond. Best wishes and safe travels to you, my friend.
That's some good work, Sam. The DHV Magellan's parked not too far from your position. You'll be able to pick up your next order on the ship. But before that, you should head back to your room and rest up. I imagine you're both pretty tired. You and Omen.
Order completed. Well done.
All right. We will head to the ship and we will rest before we pick up our next orders. But we've got standard orders now. If you achieve the highest possible evaluation for a standard order, you will receive one of the following additional evaluations, depending on the difficulty setting. Legend, Legend of Legends, or Legend of Legends of Legends. Gotcha. We'll pick it up when we're here. Okay, so let's deliver and report these 3.
Still slaving away at this hour, I see. I'll process your orders as quick as I can, okay? We'd already written this off as lost. You've made everyone's day bringing it in. I have a feeling this data will be of use to you. Take it, please.
Reduces amount of damage taken from electrical attacks, and the energy is absorbed and used to recharge Sam's battery.
We're increasing your allocation of materials. Hope it makes your life easier.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I've shared data with you for an electric shock absorber you can attach to your backpack. While equipped, it'll reduce the damage you suffer when struck by electrical attacks. Even better, it'll also harness some of the juice to recharge your batteries. Goes without saying, that could come in very handy. Be sure to give it a try sometime.
Order completed. Well done.
So I will store our chemicals for now, but there's plenty of stuff nearby here that is going to be used for the roads. So we'll store it for now, pick it up later. Oh, hello. Okay, let me grab my bike. I parked it just outside of the camp, so no crazies would come and steal it from me. Tarman, this is a tough one. Let's have a look at this. APAS has provided us with a brigand-specific VR training program. I gave it a try while I was checking out to make sure it booted up properly. I've got to say, it was no joke. Can't believe you fight against blokes like these, Sam. Top stuff. Let's see Tarman in combat. I want to see Tarman attach a gun onto his prosthetic. And then he goes, rocket, peace. Don't know why I thought I was going inside the base from driving up here. I'm like, yeah, this is fine. I'm like, wait a minute.
Be advised that usage is restricted in some
That's very steep.
Sam, look. There are wild animals nearby.
Oh.
Such creatures are rare and precious. Friends to be protected.
Dude, it's a little echidna. Oh my god, Australian wildlife. Australian wildlife. Look at this little guy. Oh my god. Little guy. We're gonna get Australian wildlife as well. Oh, that's so sick. That's really amazing because we're just gonna be treated to a lot of things that you do not get to see a lot in media, because everything is so very like Americanized, or like a lot of things in Europe. And Australian stuff doesn't tend to really hit the mainstream like as much. You do have breakout things, of course, but I've got to watch out so I don't contribute to the bloody Australian roadkill epidemic. We have plenty of that already in real life. Oh, that's so cool though. We have to keep our eyes out for some little guys. I'm not seeing any trees that are like really healthy and filled with any eucalyptus, so koalas are probably extinct. There has to be kangaroos, right? There has to be.
I don't know about you, but I'm exhausted. Perhaps we could take a break?
Let me store cargo in here. That's more than the maximum? Or am I allowed to just store as many as I want? Oh yeah, it just adds to the total stocks. Very nice. Time to have a bit of a rest. I'm sleepy. I think one of the most interesting details about the Lou situation is how we just kind of hang him up on the wall, whereas we used to have him, like, have her. Oh my god. See, I don't know what it is. It's so weird. It's my internalized misogyny, man. Louise, we used to have Lou hooked up to an actual device, like charging and stuff. Now we just hang Lou up on the wall. Okay. Damn, we're dreaming about the end of the first game. This shit was so powerful. I'm a baby.
Are you all right? You were talking in your sleep.
Me if I was a baby?
Kept repeating the name Amelie.
Can we talk to him about it?
Sam, Tommy
you on this next order of yours. Once you're ready to head out, access the delivery terminal on the DHV Magellan to proceed.
Goddamn. Okay. This music playing as well.
That's right. Just sleep.
God, it's so weird. Give me one of them teas, please. I'm thirsty. I find it really funny that we went from Death Stranding on PS4 to being Monster Energy Drinks brand. Then we got the director's cut and it moved away to doing like the Bridges branded energy drinks. And now we've moved on to Chiral Tea. I think it is really interesting because, you know, energy drinks are not considered the healthiest thing. We drink them anyway. I'm trying to move on from them at this point. I started drinking Monsters as a joke with Death Stranding director's cut. That's when I was like, we got some Monsters to pay respects to the energy drink that is no more because it's Bridges now. And then I just kept drinking them. And that is the interesting addictive nature of them. And something that I find really interesting from Kojima is we know that he's quite against smoking while representing it a lot. You know, like he's very, like, oh, he's like, can't smoke in here, don't smoke, like the way that Snake is treated with smoking a lot. And, you know, he kind of showcases the smoking is bad for your health thing. So the promotion of energy drinks, which is an also equally addictive substance that you can just fall into, it was a really interesting thing. So I feel like the move to go to chiral tea away from like chiral energy or something like that seems to be like quite an intentional move. Because, I mean, we saw it in real time. Like, I'm someone that was actually affected by the situation of, like, I'll drink it as a joke. And obviously, I drank energy drinks before Death Stranding, right? But it was very, very passive. And I even, like, had a point where I was like, I stopped drinking them for years. But the fucking playing the game brought it back. And I just fell into it. And it's a hard habit to kick once it is established with like, I'm recording Death Stranding, I'm playing a game, and now I'll have this drink with it. And then it all becomes part of routine. And that's how addiction starts with a lot of things. So I think the move to chiral tea is a very significant one. I will say that. But there we go. My hunger is satisfied. I've just had a lot of chiral tea. The first step to fulfilling our dream. We're hooked up to the network and the contamination's a lot better already. I've got nothing but gratitude for Drawbridge. Whether we'll be a united country again, well, that depends on the people. We've taken the first step. I'm looking forward to seeing more facilities join in the network. Hiya! Alright, let's talk to Dollman.
So, the files say you worked with Amelie to connect everyone in the UCA to the chiral network. But that despite your best efforts, an extinction event known as the Last Stranding seemed destined to kill us all. Until Amelie found a way to put a stop to it. She single-handedly sealed off the extinction entity's beach, preventing countless BTs from invading our world, and in doing so, saved humanity. But why am I telling you this? You were there to witness it all with your own two eyes. And you, of all people, must know that humanity can never truly escape extinction. The ultimate goal of Drawbridge's mission is to overcome the Death Stranding. If we succeed, we will be fulfilling Amelie's dying wish. At least that's how I see it.
Nice. I don't know why I'm telling you this. I think a recap for a game as complex and deep as Death Stranding, there's some natural exposition recaps that are fine.
So in order to survey an area, I have to rely on a very special power. My strength of will, you might say. The requisite focus can be rather exhausting, but I'm happy to grin and bear it since it's for your sake. So, if you deem it necessary, feel free to send me airborne as many times as you like. It won't use up any battery or chiral crystals either. All it requires is that I place my absolute faith in you. Which I do, so don't hesitate to ask for help.
Okay. So his ability to be in the air is just like sheer force of will and faith.
Oh boy, I really miss the taste of food.
Yeah, cursed to be a doll, not being able to eat. Goddamn.
Sam, been a while since you had a proper shower, wouldn't you say? The weapons they were wielding were impressive, and the brigands themselves were a tough, imposing bunch. You know, Sam, you can have me scout ahead if it would make your life easier. Just toss me into the middle of their camp, and I can give you a better picture of what to expect. It's not very sophisticated, but it works. Just promise you won't throw me anywhere weird.
Oh no, now we have to do that. I'm sorry, Dolman. I'm gonna throw you in weird spots now.
When the first APAC expedition came to Australia, the brigands saw them as invaders and rejected their overtures. They were unwilling to embrace the change that the chiral network could bring to their world. While their motives differ, I'm reminded of the Luddite movement and their violent opposition to new technologies. Brigands seem committed to not killing their enemies, at least. If only they had channeled their energies into a constructive dialogue with us.
Okay.
Ah, yes. Those wandering BTs we encountered, I believe people call them Watchers. A fitting name given their behavior. The way they seem to be eyeing us with such disconcerting intensity. Oof. They can't see everything, though. No, they've definitely got some blind spots. Meaning, you might be able to avoid combat by evading detection and sneaking past unnoticed. I don't really have anything else to say right now.
Okay. Thank you, Dolman. So, the brigands with their non-lethal approach as well. Can we reach a common ground? Interesting. So on the backpack, we've got new components. We do have a large ammo container and an electric shock absorber. That looks like it can fit right on the back, snug in there, and it can charge our batteries from electrical attacks, but we don't really take electrical attacks that much. So I'm going to leave it alone. The fact that we have our Quokka patch on the bag and you can have like a little hologram at your structures as well means we're definitely seeing some real life Quokkas at some point, and I'm super excited. That's such a funny creature to become an unofficial mascot of this game, in that sense of that being some of the pre-order stuff. What's that jacket on the wall there? I want to wear that. It looks like a bomber jacket from here. I wish you could have some more like customizable appearances, you know? Like I get the whole Porter outfit because it's the Porter outfit. But it would be cool if you could like choose to customize it in a way that you could have like style over substance. Like you can go for opt out on having cargo on your arms and legs, and you can wear different clothes at the sacrifice of your like utility just for the sake of being like, oh, gotta look cool. This could be interesting to have like different...
Hi, Sam.
Whoa! Different aesthetics. This is our first time taking a shower in here, so I didn't even... Bloody Tarman and this cat. Alright, first time Magellan shower, at least choosing to do so. So when you go to these different zones, you can actually potentially walk past your friends here. My sunburn is healed. Nice. Which is also a really interesting thing. Use an ammo container to carry more bullets. We get them from the bullet farm. If you're always running low on bullets, try attaching an ammo container to your backpack. It'll automatically reload as soon as they run dry. Always handy when there's a lot of enemies to take care of, mate. I cannot get more than 22.
Nothing like a warm shower after a hard day's labor. Am I right, Sam?
Let's see. Do we pass anyone if we view and test weapons? No, because it's just into this next room. Let's have a look, though, because we've got some other training things. And Tarman was mentioning another one. Recover and deliver all cargo. Defeat all the brigands. So... yeah, Tarman's in here. So funny. Alright, let's, defeat all the brigands. I like us building up our little armory wall. Man, could you imagine Death Stranding in actual VR? The way that, like... picture, like, how crazy VR... with like the haptic feedback setup, like, you know how some people, they wear like those little vests so they can feel like impacts or stuff in the world. Imagine wearing like a VR suit for Death Stranding. You'd feel the weight of what you're carrying and you've got to like do journeys. It would be such an insane like hiking simulator. It would be the most hardcore Wii Fit exercise game to ever be made. Imagine putting yourself on a treadmill, playing Death Stranding VR, and like off you go. I would fuck with that so much. It would be so interesting. Anyway, I gotta combat some brigands here, so let's mess them up. Let's use the machine pistol. Am I supposed to be doing stealth though? Is it gonna be like, oh, you get a stealth bonus? It's probably gonna want me to have a stealth bonus, isn't it? And I'm immediately going, kill him! There's probably a stealth bonus. Incredible. Okay, so we have been seen. So there's no more stealth bonus because I punched the guy in the face. That was a mistake. Where'd these guys go? Oh, what the hell? think too far away. Too far away, eh? There you are. Oh my god. Oh my god. He running like crazy. Okay. Eliminated them with close to perfect stealth. Yes, it's always the perfect stealth bonus. I was like, wait a minute. That's fine. But yes, just aim for the head with the bowler gun.
Say, that's a pretty good score, buddy.
Peter Gates, why did the plate gate appear? Thanks for taking care of those brigands, Sam. Now the observatory can continue its good work. We'll keep an eye on the local environment, and we'll try and find out more about that plate gate too. The local environment went totally haywire after the plate gate showed up, but it seems that if you connect the whole country up, another plate gate will appear, allowing us to access another continent. So maybe if we solve the mystery of the plate gates, we'll also solve the mystery of the Death Stranding itself. Where are we going to go? Where could we possibly go? I'm trying to think of other locations. But you'd have to think of the size of the place as well. It'll open up to New Zealand. Just nearby. Alright. Oh, not the surface. No! I'm supposed to report to the bridge. Oh, well, we're connecting to the pod. You know what that means.
My word. My word.
Are you all right, Sam? What was that just now? Did something happen?
I'm getting deleted on the side of my head because of the green. Did something happen? Yes, something happened. Jesus. I gotta tell you, even as I've watched minimal trailers, like I've watched the reveal trailer, maybe another one in between, and then I watched one like a few months ago, maybe in like March, and it's crazy because I wish that I had seen almost nothing. And you know, it's interesting because you get caught up in the trailer hype, and there's a lot of trailers that don't really give you much at all. And for my blind playthroughs of like games that are already out, I don't watch those trailers when I start the playthroughs. I tend to enjoy watching trailers of upcoming games, so we share in the hype and excitement together. But what's really interesting about Death Stranding is the little bits and pieces that we've seen. We haven't even seen those yet, you know. It almost kind of makes me wish that I'd only seen they limited maybe footage to really, really early, because we've seen this Neil and Louise character, and they've got the cancer symbol on their hands, and we've seen a bit of a conversation with the "you think you have a choice" guy, like that he was just having the gun pointed at him. So it's interesting that we lack such context at this current point in time about who they are, why they are doing what they're doing, and what's happening. We have a little bit of information, but man, am I excited to really get into that side of the story, because that's such an untapped part of this narrative and the history that I'm very keen. It's so interesting that there's both of the Death Stranding games are giving you different flashbacks to drama within the UCA, like what was taking place back then in regards to Cliff's side of things, and now this Neil's character side of things. We're being teased with it right now, but I'm really keen to see what that's actually going to be about. But it makes me wish that I had never seen a single scene with those characters at all. You know what I mean? Makes me curious why Kojima decided to showcase those characters in footage. Like, if he kept it just to the Sam stuff, then this could have been a total, like, who the fuck's that? What the hell's that? What's going on? Are we Cliff? Is this a Cliff sequence? What's happening? Are we seeing Cliff again? Like, there'd be so many interesting ways to do it. So I wonder if there's anyone who didn't watch a single trailer and just watched this and then just played the game, how they'd be perceiving those scenes. I wish I could wipe my memory of them almost, which is kind of funny.
Sam, about the next site we wanted you to bring online with the Cupid. It seems we have a little problem. The tar currents nearby have grown unstable. Under these conditions, it's unlikely we'll be able to establish a chiral network connection. Our scans have identified a potential cause. An unknown device located within a brigand outpost to the north of West Fort Knott. It's hardly an elegant solution, but we need you to destroy it. When you're ready, take on this main order to proceed. The client in this case is the musician. I can't wait to hear what he has to share with the network. Don't let us down, Sam.
Another musician client. I wonder who it's going to be. I feel like it could be Woodkid. If there's a Woodkid cameo in the game, he would have to be the musician, right? If our lead singer of Low Roar was still around, it would probably be him, which is sad. Destroy the communications disruptor and deliver the mysterious recording to the musician. Tarman has detected an anomaly in the tar currents. Alright, so that's our next one. Jen Hoshino. Okay, maybe not Woodkid. With a name like that. Maybe not. Instead of taking on the main order immediately, we are going to deliver this stuff back to the government's base, though. So we'll pick this up, and we'll make that...
Hey, Sam. This is Tarman. The disruptor device we need you to disable is located in this area. You should have no trouble whatsoever destroying it using MP bullets or MP shells. Alternatively, consider getting close enough to access the device directly. You can use your ring terminal to have APAS hack into it, allowing you to disable it without resorting to brute force. Be advised though, Sam, that some of the brigands you'll encounter on site will be wearing armor protecting both their heads and bodies, and that every one of these armored units will be wielding a rod. No doubt their aim is to fortify themselves against ranged attacks, allowing them to move in and engage you at close quarters. In light of this development, we've gone ahead and added armored enemies to our VR weapons and combat training programs. This way you can experiment with various methods and find a means of dealing with them that's suited to your personal strengths. That's all the information I have for now. Review your potential routes and finalize your equipment loadout before heading out. We're counting on you, Sam.
Alright, very good. Heading inward. We've got to go deliver some stuff to these two. So we're probably going to go out on that adventure first, but then we'll do that.
Commencing delivery route finalized.
All right, we're at 50% cargo capacity. This is what we're rocking with at the moment. And we've added the APAS enhancement for the auto assist on the skeleton. Let's take a look at our corpus. This is a bit more of a recap on this point with the last stranding, the final stage of the 6th extinction. Once all of humanity's beaches are connected via the chiral network, BTs will descend from the upper beach that links them, wiping out mankind in an instant. Amelie was to be the trigger for this process, and as an extinction entity could not stop the last stranding even if she wanted. Powerless, she instead had Sam choose whether humanity should go extinct, and sealed herself away on the beach, the upper beach, to avert the last stranding. But doing so permanently severed the connection between Sam and Amelie. Samantha America Strand was the daughter of Bridget Strand, the last president of the USA. She organized the first Bridges expedition, leading it all the way across North America and establishing the infrastructure for the chiral network along the way. Amelie became Sam's older sister after he was adopted by Bridget. When Sam was a child, he gave Amelie a handmade kipu, and she gave him a dream catcher in return. Amelie was always worried about Sam and forever looking out for him. But unbeknownst to Sam, Amelie was in fact Bridget's car, which had been separated from her physical body, her ha. What caused this separation? At some point, Bridget realized she was an extinction entity that would lead humanity to oblivion. To prevent this from happening, she instructed that the chiral network be used to establish the UCA and stave off extinction. It seems likely that Amelie's appearance came about as a result of Bridget's distress over whether to save humanity or bring about its doom. Such an interesting situation when you go with like the Amelie and the adoption and Cliff and all of that. Now we're getting even more Bridges drama, which I'm excited about. Brigands are a violent group that oppose the introduction of foreign technology, such as the chiral network, and resists any change to the status quo. They follow the tradition of the Luddites who destroyed machinery in 19th century England in an attempt to safeguard their livelihoods, as well as the Neo-Luddites who criticized the advent of IT at the end of the 20th century. The Brigands believe that the effects of the UCA's chiral network are already being felt in Australia in the form of unprecedented environmental anomalies. As such, they have developed a hatred for the very concept of chiral technology. The Brigands predate the arrival of the first APAC expedition. They adapted to surviving in the post-stranding wastelands by pillaging other groups and settlements. They are terrified of causing void-outs, and therefore do not use lethal weapons for fear of killing someone and leaving a corpse. Peter Gates used to live near the Plate Gate and witnessed both its appearance and expansion to its current size, and he said, "Whoa, mate, Plate Gate!" Now he surveys the surrounding area with a mixture of curiosity and anxiety, seeking answers concerning the origin of the Plate Gate and the effect it may have on the rest of Australia. The Brigands in the area, however, view the plate with far less inquisitive eyes, seeing it as merely a portal through which dangerous foreign technology will emerge to take root in Australia. Their siege of the observatory was an effort to prevent this, one that rattled Peter to his core. With the threat neutralized and the observatory connected, Peter is now hopeful that the chiral network will protect his facility from any future hostilities. Now, Lone Commander, in an attempt to defend itself from those who opposed its mission to rebuild Australia, the government established a private army. At its head stood the Lone Commander. A supremely talented sniper, the Lone Commander fought alongside Old Oz and others to rebuild the Australian nation after the Death Stranding. But along the way, he realized the very people he was fighting were his fellow Australians. How had they become so divided? Why had they allowed the Death Stranding to split their country apart? Regretting his part in the fighting, the Lone Commander cast aside his weapons and has lived a hermit-like existence in his shelter ever since. Damn. Alright, good to read some stuff. We're heading to the government base and then back to the Lone Commander. Who the hell is building a generator over there? So, you reckon this was like some form of giant void out? Surely. We have to go to the Love Heart house. See what's going on with that. I suppose we may be able to look into building the roads now too. Oh shit, hang on. Well, here's a little bit of road. The beginnings. Yo! This is what being a little late to the party looks like. Roads. I wanted to build a road. Well, it's the least I can do. Gotta contribute somehow, I guess. I have to try and remember what I was doing with the roads back in the day with Death Stranding 1. Oh, there you go. I think that'll be the request there for Peter. That's the road that we can build. This is our time to shine in terms of being able to contribute to a road. Restoration materials. So we need chiral crystals, and we also need whatever that other bloody thing is. Ceramics. Which I can grab those. I stored them in the base. Oh, come on now. Don't be that way. Was it 160 that I needed? I think so. Alright, let's restore the road. Whee! Imagine a world where it's this simple to build a road. Put the thing in the printer and there you go. The freedom of the road. Sam, you rebuilt the road. Thank you. Did you know that roads have a charging band in the middle? Batteries won't be drained if you drive along that part. Make good use of these. You can drive for miles without stopping. I got 23. I'm goated. I finally did it. Okay.
Sam, are you planning on entering enemy territory while carrying all that? With that much cargo on your back, they'll spot you in no time. Why not stash your backpack and any excess equipment somewhere safe? Take only what you need for now.
That's an interesting thing that he's mentioning as well, is like stash the backpack somewhere safe as well. So you can remove the backpack, and then you can like bind it with strand so it can be protected. I reckon when we enter a base, we'll do that. We'll take him off on that. We'll put our equipment down and head on in properly. But for now, we are going back to the government and the Lone Commander to drop off all this equipment. Deliver paintings of Australia before the Death Stranding. The focus of this delivery is the condition. Deliver it in the best condition possible. Alright, so I'm going to go to the Lone Commander. Then on the way back from there, I'll pick up this order and take it there. Because it's all about the condition. And I don't want those precious paintings to fall victim to me road rage. I didn't notice that there before. Why did I not notice that? The actual Australian flag. And then, let me see this. Why wouldn't it let me? God, why are you being annoying about it? Normalize every single photo mode ever just having a free cam instead of one that has to orbit your character. Okay. From extinction to reconstruction, Homo sapiens are facing an unprecedented and existential threat in the form of the Death Stranding. Our beloved sunburnt country and its people are being consumed by the hellfires of oblivion, but even if its sweeping plains were stripped of life and reduced to a barren wasteland, the flower we call Australia will one day bloom again. We are Homo sapiens. From extinction to reconstruction, we must build our future once more. Interesting.
Thanks for coming all this way. Sit tight while I check the orders. I don't know where you find the energy to do all this work, but I'm glad you do.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Pitiful growth there, mate. Alright. I'm gonna have to take these materials and I'm gonna have to level up those roads. Okay, we're going back to the government base now.
Did you just drop some cargo, Sam?
Wasn't that a really cool bit of airtime, guys? Wasn't that airtime fucking sick? How good is that airtime? You see why I didn't pick up the paintings? Alright, let's go pick up our shit. Such a cool amount of airtime. How's this one looking? How's our how's our mysterious recording looking? Perfect. Where's the bike gone? Where did the bike go? Oh my god, did we lose it? Did it blow up? It fell off a cliff somewhere? Alright, we're walking home. I can't even put that on my back anymore, I don't think. That poor bike that we lost. How far are we? Yeah, we're almost there. Almost home. Lost a bike, that's fine. No harm done. We'll get a new one. Oh my god, bro. God damn it. Easy.
Perhaps you should take a break.
Alright, let's take the breakable cargo here. Timefall generator. Let's see here. I like everything else that I've got, I think. We're doing pretty good without the emergency vehicle charger, so I'll get that. Alright, now I need to make myself a car. But I don't think this place has a garage. And I also don't know why I said car. But we do have another bike that's been left right here, so I think that's going to be the bike that we take. Alright, off we go. Here's a bike that was left here earlier. thought so. I was like, where is that piece of cargo? It was right next to the place. Careful about that airtime.
It's good to see you again. I'm guessing you've got orders I need to check? Looks to be in pretty decent condition. Thanks a lot.
B.
We'd already written this off as lost.
Oops.
You are one hell of a porter. A generous, hard-working soul who deserves this data. We're increasing your allocation of materials.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Don't get airtime on a bike.
This is a schematic for an enhanced battle skeleton. As you'll see, damage reduction has been improved along with battery efficiency. And when you carry it as cargo, it even occupies less space than before. Its increased power output also allows you to shift loads with greater ease than ever. With all those benefits, you're bound to be a fan. Our research into other technologies continues. With your help, we can accomplish even more. Take care of yourself.
Alright. Time to recycle my current battle skeleton already. Level 2. Lovely. Sorry about the paintings there, mate. Now, our mission here. I'm going to take these materials. We got ceramics that we're going to take and put in a road. And then the rest we'll ditch outside of the camp. We'll keep it nice and stored. Nice and safe. And we'll go and get the rest after this. Maybe the materials might even be in this base. Okay, so what we'll do is we can take off this backpack. And offload it. You can then also, I believe, take this bad boy out. And you can tie down your cargo. Oh. What the fuck? That's just he was running to me this whole time. This dude. Bloody hell. Alright, so we've tied down the backpack. Oh, off it goes. And we've got our bike here. So we've offloaded some weight to not get seen. Now let's move in.
Here we go. Don't mind me.
Alright, a lot of good resins and metals and ceramics for the nearby road.
All right, I'm coming in. Ouch.
So, heavy armor, these guys. They do have some MP grenades that we can use. Also have to mess them up from a distance. With a sniper rifle, maybe. Maybe I can hit him in the head. I see some exposed heads here in some of them. We got a nice little vehicle that we can grab here. Might replace the bike. Oh, man.
Good job, Sam. Disable the target. And don't forget to collect your things before moving on.
He's putting him on his little thing. Not if I have anything to say about it. Ah. That's right, we're not going for perfect stealth on this base. It allows us to do more fun stuff like this! Whew. That hurt my leg. Oh. Stand right there for me. Thank you. Run the balls! Enemy base neutralized. There you go. Wasn't that much more fun? Variety of enemy equipment there. Alright, let's go get our bike. Bike in our bag, and we'll start loading up the loading up that truck, and we'll take that. Let's upgrade this road.
Stretch my legs.
I suppose I should move this poor fellow. I can't though, so you're about to get buried under the road, I guess. Nice, so excess materials do get stored in the backpack. That's good. I accidentally picked one instead of two though, so hold on. Nice, exactly what I needed. Luckily. Road! He didn't get crushed by the road because it goes over. He got lucky. He got lucky. There you go. Very nice. The pizza chef.
This one's
What
for
the
you.
fuck?
Thanks for the help.
Who's the pizza chef? What are you talking about? What? The pizza chef. Hello? Okay. There's someone called the Pizza Chef out here. Is this where the Domino's collaboration comes in? I remember seeing that post. Are we gonna have Domino's Pizza branded collaboration instead of the Monster Energy? What do we think? 'Cause that might be insane. Have to take these ceramics and metals to the next part of the road as well. It's better to get onto these roads as soon as possible. Okay, we are carrying quite a bit of shit. So I think the plan is our musician is up over this way to take that recording to. There's a sub-order for the Smoke Hill mine. We need special alloys to restore, so I think that's a decent plan. To go... Let's have a look for the next piece of the road. then we're going to go back to the Weatherman, because we've got some lost cargo. Here's our next piece of the road here. Come on, stuck on a little rock. We need a little more than what we're carrying, but we'll try our best. We'll contribute it all the same. That's what we've got for now. Oh, come on. I want to go in there. Alright, heading back to the Western Observatory, dropping off stuff, so we'll do a bit of backtracking before we head up to the Musician, because we'll also check out this Smoke Hill Mine.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Thank you. Gets pretty dark out here, so be sure to watch your step.
Long distance lager, mate.
Well done.
Okay, so take on the sub-order to restore the Smoke Hill Mine. So that's where we're headed now. Damn, okay. We got more of those. So I don't have to take any with us. Or, like, grab any out of the storage.
Order accepted. Thank you.
And then we've got ourselves a breakable cargo to deliver an encryption device used by the brigands. 5% or less. This time, we're going to do it. I should have taken the truck from the brigands base, but I reckon we'll do that on the way to the Musician, perhaps. Alright, we'll take this back to Old Mate, because we've got some Lone Commander stuff as well, so that's always a fun bit of backtracking. It's necessary, got to get their ratings up to 5. I'll have to go back to Mexico and do that for the others too. Oh my god. Went to 4% just in that little drop right outside.
Braving the time forwarders to get us our delivery, eh? Thank you, sir. Now that's a sight for sore eyes. Thank you.
The legend of legends.
Always feel bad having people trudge through the rain. Here's hoping it clears up soon.
Order completed. Well done.
Okay, now take stuff to the Lone Commander and potentially build some roads on the way. We've got a enemy elimination request from the Lone Commander. So I've been doing a bit of back and forth in regards to delivering between the Lone Commander and the government, just to get those stars up. It's been okay, I suppose. I think we'll go and take out these people. Let's do it.
Trouble nearby.
It's a nice day, you know? I don't have my sniper anymore because I dropped it, unfortunately. He's gonna see this guy with a big old backpack. You can't see me, I'm hidden behind this rock. I was hidden behind this rock. Enemy base neutralized. The lone commander says, nice fighting. Okay. Get some likes from our boy. Essential Strand Service. That was some fine work, Sam. I was watching you in action. From a safe distance, of course, through a sniper scope. You moved well. You're only going to get better from here on out. You're going to be a combat expert before you know it. Very nice. All right. Back on the bike. Got the bloody lone commander to 4 stars.
Take this data with my compliments.
Check that out. Sniper upgrade.
I'm going to increase your material allocation, just so you know.
Now displaying your current quarter grade.
Packs more easily when carried as cargo too, which ought to make it more viable as a piece of kit. So don't go thinking folks won't notice the racket. Then again, seeing as you've come this far, I expect you're a skilled enough shooter that it won't pose a problem. So use it to your heart's content, and come back again soon.
Alright, so we're not up to silenced sniper just yet. A lightweight version capable of being stored as a small-sized piece of cargo. Despite the reduction in weight of its stock, the portable variant retains all the features, including its range, variable scope, and considerably noisy report. Let's make one of those. And then let's recycle the one that I literally just built previously. Very nice. Okay. So after delivering those things, we are going to be heading to the mine now. And I will express my deep regret. I'll express my deep and unfortunate regret of picking up the musician task and not just dealing with it immediately, because obviously I've been doing some risky deliveries between the government and the lone commander. So that recording equipment is not in the best shape, sadly. Going forward, I think if I have that cargo for a main order or a sub order or anything, I'll just do that first. It's just so easy to get lost in the deliveries. Anyone who plays this game knows exactly the feeling. You have to really pull yourself away from doing every single order with cargo. But we're going to go and veer off to the right, repair this smoke hill mine, and apparently that'll give us some nice materials once it's up and running.
Okay.
Just a few chiral crystals to pick up here. Thank you muchly. Alright, restore the mining facility with 480 special alloys.
The mine's up and running again. Time to inform the staff at the Western Environmental Observatory.
Will do. Okay, use chiral crystals to mine for materials. So it'll give us, depending on how many we put in, will give us a lot of mineable materials. Oh, we have to put the full 800 in. All right. Let's do it. May as well. Cool. So that's how you can get your guaranteed ceramics. Nice, put that on the vehicle. We can go and take this to the area that we were building the road before and see how we go. And then we should take that audio sample for the musician, because we are going to go and meet with the musician.
Somebody give me a hand!
It's going to be a bit of a drive to our musician friend. So we're going to drive to this paver, and we should have ceramics, not metals. We won't have enough metals, but we'll drop in these ceramics and then go to the musician. Oh man, I am short 40 ceramics, but that's okay because I'm still short on the metals. So it's not like that was the last thing, but I'll be coming back for you. We'll get this road built. Okay, so now we've got stuff to pick up and deliver to the Western Observatory, and we can report that the mine is up and running again. And then there's also some packages to pick up for the musician on our way to meet them too.
you could make it all the way out, Sam. Did a little restoration, did you? Thanks so much. We'd already written this off as lost. Since you've been working so hard on our behalf, we have some new data to share with you. Thanks again.
Level 3 skeleton.
We want to reward you for your service by allowing you to use more of the materials we have stored on site.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Total number of strand contracts Sam can form.
When operational, the mines can provide us with a steady supply of natural resources. And with raw materials like that at your disposal, you'd have an easier time making deliveries. It's a good reason to restore any other mines you happen to come across further down the road. Oh yeah, north of here are some much bigger mines even. Used to be you could find active mines scattered all throughout the continent. Because of the gold rushes, you know. From what I understand, the rail network was pretty extensive before the Death Stranding, and unmanned trains filled to the brim with precious minerals ran day and night. I should mention that we're actually developing a new system that's something of a successor to the old railways. If you head north, you can see it for yourself.
Interesting. Railway travel? Good old gold rush. The 1850s, mate. It hasn't been any good since then. I think I saw a package that is on the way to the musician that I haven't picked up yet, which is opal related, which is cool because we have like opal mines here and stuff.
Your efforts have enabled us to refine the battle skeleton's design even further. I think this can be considered the final stage of its evolution. You'll find that it's now even more compact when carried as a piece of cargo. The damage reduction capabilities and battery efficiency are also at the peak of what's realistically achievable. And of course, it's more powerful than ever. So feel free to load it up with all the heavy cargo. I can't wait to see what you do with it. Best of luck with all your orders to come.
Say less.
Order completed. Well done.
Battle skeleton. Let me recycle my current one. Make a new one. No, not in my backpack. That's fine. Whatever. Now what I want to do is I'm going to claim some materials. So I need 40 ceramics for the road. And I'm not sure how many. I think it was like 700 something. So I'm going to get just 2 of these of the big boys. And then anything that's left over, we'll return it. We'll do something with it. Lovely. Okay. Skeleton equipped. Cargo obtained. We're going up to the Musician's Way now, and we're going to do that road. Building roads as soon as possible. I think this is something I did not do much in Death Stranding 1 in terms of building roads as soon as it was like available to do so. I kind of left it for a little while. So we've been much more efficient as getting these roads done. I love the chiral streetlights at night as well. Yeah, 750, nice. So we'll have 50 metals left over. Road time. Good old Australian highway, done and dusted. And I surprised the musician with so many things to make up for the really busted recording. There you go, there's the Opal accessories that we can take to the government's base. Oh. Nice. We have music coming in because it's on the way to the musician, so we'll just continue on this path. I wish the music came in a little more often, to be honest, or there was just like more atmospheric music sometimes. Seems like when we're on our way to a new delivery area, so we get the beautiful themes. Cool to actually have some Japanese music as well.
Just a bit further now.
And then we'll let the music play for a bit with a nice view. What do you reckon? Very nice. Learned another lesson from Death Stranding 1, which is don't approach the destination too quickly so you can at least listen to the music for a little while. Alright, let's meet our musician.
Hold on. You're with Drawbridge, am I right? Hope the brigands weren't too much trouble. Though you look okay. Glad you can make it. Alright, let's take a look at this cargo of yours.
Alright.
Pretty good by the look of it. Thank you.
Yeah, see, pretty good.
Where the hell did you find this? You are the best. I'll definitely have more work for you if you want it. I've been waiting a long time for this. Okay, use your Cupid to hook me up.
Beautiful music there, by the way. Sayonara, good tune. Thanks for that. We'll connect you right up to the network, mate. It's not the same musician from Death Stranding 1, is it? Because who is the musician in Death Stranding 1? I actually need to look it up, because I don't remember. Death Stranding 1 musician. Musician. I think he's just called musician. Like, he doesn't... Don't know if he actually has a name. He is portrayed by Japanese singer, songwriter, dancer, and choreographer Daiichi Miura, while his music tune is provided by Gen Hoshino. So this is very cool. So Daiichi Miura was the portrayal of the musician in the first game, but the music is by the same person, Gen Hoshino. So there you go. There's a continuation there. That's fun. The shotgun. Alerts you to enemies attacking from your blind spots. And reduces the time standard order spent on standby. Nice.
This is really something. I'm part of the chiral network, which means everyone can finally listen to my songs. Then with the music player, you'll be able to set the mood for your adventures. And just like that, the world's gotten so much bigger. Yeah, looks like my weapon data has been shared with everyone too. So about the recording you brought me, it almost sounds like a whale song. But there's something off about it. I'll need more time to figure it out. Anyway, I'll send you updates via the SSS. That tar man's the one who recorded it. He said he heard it while he was out tar fishing. Have a listen. Call me crazy, but we might be dealing with something like a whale. Another interesting thing to note, creatures that hear this song make an effort to avoid the source. There's not much else I can say with confidence. However, give me some time to analyze it, and I might get you some answers.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it from a friend who knows all about weapons. This is way back in the day, when I was traveling in search of new music. He said I'd need to protect myself. Taught me how to use it and everything. But I never did in the end. Just as well, I'm better with instruments, you know? Apparently this shines when you break it out at close range. Incorporates the latest tech as well, so it ought to pack one hell of a punch. In an ideal world, we wouldn't ever need stuff like this. But I bet it's a necessary evil for you. Do what you gotta. Yep, I can really immerse myself in my work here. Sadly, all the music I've made never gets heard by anyone else. Still, that's about to change. Because of that update I pushed you earlier, the new music player function, remember? In it, you'll find a sample of my work. When you've got the time, be it on the job or relaxing somewhere, why don't you take a listen?
We've got a music player.
Gotta get going, huh? Well, hey, thank you for the help. You know, I've been wondering how those brigands got their hands on that disruptor thing. I'm just saying, they certainly don't have the know-how to build one. It's kind of worrying. Oh yeah, I had another favor I wanted to ask, if that's cool. I lost some cargo near and dear to my heart, even though I tried my best to keep it safe. I've tracked it to this dangerous place. Too dangerous for someone like me. The request's open to anyone willing to accept, but something tells me you'll deliver. Get it? Anyway, if this kind of works up your alley, then take a look at my suborder.
Thank you so much, Sam. I have high hopes for his work, but I suppose we'll have to wait and see what comes of it. As for that strange device, It seems that its effect on the tar currents blocked all chiral communications. So I think it's only fair that we call it a chiral jammer. Anyway, while the currents in the area have settled down somewhat, we've received a number of troubling new reports. For one, a tar eruption was recorded in the direct vicinity of West Fort Knot. A group of figures clad in red and a large unidentified black mass were observed just prior to this eruption as well. Needless to say, the anomalous tar current activity near West Fort Knot may be related to these events, so we can't afford to ignore them and proceed with network expansion. We've got no choice but to investigate and address any cause that may be present on site. The corresponding main order has been added to this delivery terminal. I've got a feeling a difficult fight might be ahead of you, Sam. I strongly advise you to prepare accordingly.
Hell yeah, okay. Oh, look at the music on the side here. That's cool. Which would most likely be very real albums there. Awesome. This was sweet. So, music player?
A new feature has been made available for use.
Music of your choice can be played within the chiral network. It will stop playing automatically in certain locations or situations. Oh, wow. You can create playlists as well, so it's the full have fun getting copyrighted soundtrack. That's awesome. I want to play more of the actual game themes itself, like, you know, BB's theme and stuff like that. But this is actually awesome. I'm a big fan of this. This is sick. So while you're riding around, what's really cool is in my Death Stranding 1 playthrough, I created my own Spotify playlist of music that I felt fit the theme of the game and the vibe of it. And then I would edit on screen the song title and the artist to come through when I was playing that music. So I had like my own custom music. I implemented the Death Stranding 1 music player in my playthrough with certain songs, and then in one segment I even used some Metal Gear Solid music, and it was just like funny. So now we actually have that as a built-in feature in the game. How cool is that? You can listen to a sample of it as well. That's really sick. I'm a big fan of that. Let's connect faster order preparation, contract boost, the battery efficiency boost. I think I would really like. So let me try and work towards it. I free up 20. Honestly, I can just equip that whenever I need it during Timefall. That's pretty good. No updates on the social strand service as of yet, but we do have some new orders to pick up and things to investigate in terms of the red group that I think was the group that went through the plate gate before us. Are they also providing brigands with anti-chiral technology? They're like, hey, you guys are resistant. You guys don't like the chiral tech. What if we gave you this? And it's that chiral jammer thing. So it might be tied to that. We'll see. But of course, we will continue delivering and leveling up our characters. It is cool that we've only spent time in this area so far, and there's so much more out here to discover. So I'm very excited for this. If you were to tell me before this game came out that, oh yeah, that Mexico segment, yeah, you'll connect like 4 people and then it's done. But what you actually are going to be doing is you'll be in Australia connecting that, which is significantly larger, which is awesome. It's such a special little thing for us Australian gamers. I'm having a great time exploring and taking my time through this as we repair and we try and build some roads. So we'll probably fix up some more roads next time, as well as doing our main orders, sub orders, and all of it. But we'll bring this episode to a close here after connecting the musician to the network, and we'll see what we get up to next time. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you then.